My name is Bo, and that ain't no gay thing. That's just I sort of when I was little I couldn't really pronounce the word bullfrog. I mean that's just a big word for me to get my mouth around, and my daddy would have beat me if I didn't get it right. So I got steadily more unconscious the more I tried to say it, and eventually all I could muster was Bo. So then that's my name, and so yeah, that's my name is Bob. I live down on the east side in what we call the Ghetto, right, which is an amalgamation of the two words frog and ghetto. Yeah, you know what a frog is. You know what a ghetto is. Yeah, you ain't never seen a frog ghetto. Frog ghetto is a wonderful place. We got bitches on the street corners. We got hairdressers. We got lots of steps that we can sit on and sort of meet up with your mates, and then you can just sit there, and then you can rap and shit. It's good. It's hard, but as long as you got a good set of friends, then everything's fine. I mean, all you got to do is sort of you have your group, and you got your good friends that you trust, and as long as you stick by them, you hang out with them, then you're all right. But then you got the other frog gangs, and and for some reason they don't like us. Our gang, because we ain't their gang, we wear different things, even though we don't wear clothes, they just think we do, because they're a bit crazy. And then they'll try and attack us, and they like do a drive-by on us and shit. And then, it's just unfair, really. I mean, we ain't do shit to them, but just because we ain't them, they shoot us. There's a lot of crime that goes on. You gotta have several different bolts in your doors. I mean, even one bolt does the trick, because without opposable thumbs, ain't nobody getting through that. But it's alright. I mean, you gotta carry a gun with you on all times, and just a knife in case you run out of bullets. What I like to use is I've got a stick, and I've welded a bullet to the end of the stick, and that way I can stab people like that, and it's like being shot, but you don't have to keep buying more bullets, and it's quieter. Yeah, there's police, man. They try to keep clear as much as possible, but they because if they come around, they ain't got nothing but flack. But nah, I mean they's a big bunch of motherfuckers. They come around and they see you walking down the street, and they think, oh shit, there's a young black frog over there, and he sort of, he must be up to no good. There's a lot of institutional racism goes on with the police force. Well, I wouldn't really know what kind of species they are, but if I was gonna go so far as to say, I'd say there's some sort of cross between a frog and a pig. And when they come around, there's a definite smell of bacon in the air, if you know what I'm saying. And they's always hating on the player. I'd be rolling down the street, I'd be cruising, you could say, and they see me rolling, and they hate.
They see me rolling, they hating, patrolling and trying to catch me riding dirty, 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 trying to catch me riding dirty.
I have several women's that I currently have on the go. I've got bitches, as I like to call them, but I know you asked me not to swear. But fuck that shit. And but yeah, I know I got some girlfriends, on the go, and then I got some girlfriends, the friends, the girls, and they're sort of, they're much nicer, than the girlfriends, the ones that you actually go out with, because the ones you actually go out with and you take them out and you spend money on, but they just treat you like shit at the end of the day. They go straight off of the next bullfrog who comes around with a slightly bigger pair of back legs. But then you got your friends, you sort of go, your friends that are girls, and they're very nice, but they bitch all the time. I mean, have you heard? The whole thing that if a man licks a bullfrog, he get high, right? You heard that? You ain't heard that? Oh shit, man. Well, basically what happens is, if a human man, he comes along and he sees a bullfrog and he goes, oh shit, man, look at that, the bullfrog on the side of the road, I'm gonna lick it. And he decided that this was a good idea, and he picks it up and he gives it a lick, and then because of the toxins that are released by our skin, even though they are not toxic to us, to the humans, they make them see some crazy shit. But what a lot of people don't know is that if a bullfrog licks a man, his tits will fall off. All right, now, I mean, a lot of people just think this is a bit of a harmless joke, you know. They ain't even against the law to do that shit. But what they don't really know is that afterwards, the bullfrog who has been subjected to this licking, this horrible, you know, this disgusting act, you know, they change as a person. I've had three of my good friends. They've changed. They've been licked, and they just ain't the same person afterwards. You know, they've been picked up, and some of them just come back, and you can just see this faraway look in their eyes and having a sort of a flashback. You know, it's some deep shit. The frog police, they don't do shit. You know, they know this is going on. They know there's humans wandering around, but they think I'd rather it be that bullfrog than me. You know, and quite often they set you up for it. You know, they say they got a sort of a treaty going on with the humans where they say, you know, well, as long as you don't sort of come into the main frog city, then you just take the frogs out of the frog ghetto. You know, the ones you see wandering on the side of the road that we've cast out. You take those ones, and then you leave us alone, and we won't try and stop you. I saw two snowflakes having a fight yesterday. I said, all right, settle. Then I saw a woman give birth onto the snow. I went up to her and asked her what's going on, and she said, "It's the weather. It brings out the kid in me."